Your fridge could be making you sick. These 10 foods should never go in it. 1. Tomatoes. I used to religiously store my tomatoes in the fridge, thinking I was being smart about food safety. What I didn't know was that refrigeration literally destroys everything that makes a tomato worth eating. When you store tomatoes in cold temperatures, you're triggering a process that breaks down their cellular structure, making them mealy and bland. But here's the real kicker for seniors. Cold storage significantly reduces lycopene, the powerful antioxidant that gives tomatoes their red color and heart protective properties. Studies suggest that refrigeration can reduce the availability of lycopene and other phytonutrients, meaning you miss out on the anti-inflammatory and cholesterol-lowering effects that tomatoes are known for. Move your tomatoes to a fruit bowl on your counter, away from direct sunlight. Once they're fully ripe, you can refrigerate them for a day or two if needed, but never store unripe tomatoes in the fridge. 2. Potatoes. This one shocked me the most when I first learned about it. When you store potatoes in cold temperatures below 50 degrees Fahrenheit, something dangerous happens. The starch converts to sugar much faster than normal, but that's not the worst part. When you fry or bake these cold sweetened potatoes, they release acrylamide, a harmful compound that's actually linked to cancer. Think about this. Every time you've grabbed those cold potatoes from your fridge and made hash browns or baked them, you might have been unknowingly creating this toxic compound. Store your potatoes in a paper bag in a cool, dark place like your pantry, never in the fridge. If you want to reduce any existing acrylamide risk, soak cut potatoes in water for 15 to 30 minutes before cooking. 3. Bread. Here's something that goes against everything we've been taught. Refrigerating bread actually makes it go stale faster, not slower. This happens because of a process called retrogradation, where starch molecules crystallize more rapidly in cold temperatures. Spanish scientists found that bread staling was worse at exactly 40 degrees, almost exactly the temperature of most home refrigerators. For seniors, this means you're not just wasting money on bread that goes bad quickly. You're also struggling with texture that becomes harder to chew and digest. Keep bread on your counter for the first 24 hours, then freeze what you won't use. When you want to eat frozen bread, just toast it straight from the freezer. 4. Onions. I learned this lesson the hard way when I found moldy onions in my refrigerator crisper drawer. When onions are exposed to the humid environment of your fridge, they panic and convert their starch reserves into sugar, becoming soft and creating the perfect breeding ground for mold and bacteria. But here's what's really concerning for seniors. Once an onion is cut and stored in the fridge, it starts absorbing bacteria from the environment and can lead to contamination when eaten. Store whole onions in a cool, dry, well-ventilated place, like a kitchen cupboard. Never store cut onions in the fridge. Use them immediately or discard them. 5. Garlic. Never buy peeled or refrigerated garlic because it catches mold easily, which can even lead to cancer. When garlic is stored in cold, humid conditions, it sprouts faster and develops bitter green shoots that actually reduce both taste and nutritional value. The green sprout is a sign that garlic is losing both its flavor and nutritional value. What really surprised me was learning that sprouted garlic is safe to eat, but the sprouts themselves are bitter and can overpower your dishes. Store garlic in a cool, dry place with good air circulation. Keep it away from produce that emits ethylene gas like apples or tomatoes, which can make it sprout even faster. 6. Bananas. That might be the most visible mistake we make. When you put unripe bananas in the fridge, the cold literally shuts down the enzymes that drive the ripening process. The peel turns black, but worse, the fruit inside often becomes mushy in patches and develops an unpleasant metallic flavor. For seniors, this means losing important compounds like dopamine and catechins, which are crucial for brain health and reducing oxidative stress in aging cells. Keep bananas at room temperature, ideally hanging or in a fruit bowl where air can circulate. If you have too many ripe bananas, freeze them peeled for smoothies later, but never refrigerate them hoping they'll last longer. 7. Honey. Raw honey naturally crystallizes over time, especially in cool temperatures like your fridge. When honey crystallizes, it becomes thick, grainy, and difficult to use, particularly challenging for seniors with arthritis or reduced hand mobility. Storing honey below 50 degrees Fahrenheit accelerates crystallization, and while crystallized honey is still safe to eat, the texture becomes unpleasant and hard to work with. Store honey in a sealed jar at room temperature in a cool, dry, dark space in your cupboard. If your honey has already crystallized, place the jar in a pot of warm water to gently re-liquefy it. 8. Olive oil. When olive oil gets cold, some parts like polyphenols and triglycerides solidify, making the oil cloudy and thick. But there's a more serious problem. Repeated temperature changes from moving the oil in and out of the fridge can actually degrade the heart-healthy fats that we rely on olive oil to provide. This means the very oils you're using to protect your cardiovascular health might be losing their beneficial properties. Store olive oil at 65 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit in a dark bottle, away from heat sources. Keep it tightly sealed and use within 12 to 18 months of opening. 9. Coffee. Coffee beans are highly absorptive and will absorb the odors of other foods stored in the refrigerator, affecting their aroma and taste. Every time you open the refrigerator, temperature fluctuations cause the coffee beans to develop condensation, leading to moisture-related issues that can even promote mold growth. For seniors who look forward to that perfect morning cup, this is destroying one of life's simple pleasures. Store coffee in an airtight container in a cool, dark place like your pantry. Never store it near heat sources or in the refrigerator. 10. Melons. Here's the big revelation that surprised even me. U.S. Department of Agriculture researchers found that watermelons stored at room temperature have significantly more antioxidants and other nutrients than watermelons kept in the refrigerator. Watermelon, cantaloupe, and honeydew are filled with antioxidants, but chilly air breaks down their delicate antioxidants. For seniors, this is particularly important because these antioxidants, including lutein and vitamins A and C, help protect vision and reduce age-related macular degeneration. Store uncut melons at room temperature. Before cutting, wash the melon under running water, then store cut pieces in the refrigerator for up to 5 days. Now let me share something that goes deeper than just food storage. Seniors have a higher risk of foodborne illnesses due to changes in their immune system and other health conditions. But what I've discovered through my research is that many of the foods we've been storing wrong aren't just losing flavor. They're losing the very nutrients our bodies need most as we age. Tonight, take that after photo of your refrigerator and compare it to your before photo. This week, go through each of these 10 foods and relocate them properly. Going forward, check your storage habits weekly. Make it part of your routine like taking your vitamins. According to food preservation experts, the key to maintaining nutritional value isn't always about keeping things cold. It's about understanding each food's specific needs. For seniors, practicing safe food storage methods isn't just about preventing spoilage, it's about preserving the nutritional quality that supports healthy aging. Create a simple checklist and tape it inside your pantry door, listing these 10 foods and where they belong. Every time you come home from grocery shopping, refer to this list. By making these simple changes, you're not just avoiding wasted food and money, you're actively protecting your health, preserving nutrients your body needs, and ensuring that every meal delivers maximum flavor and nutrition. Remember, the goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Each small change you make adds up to significant improvements in your daily nutrition and overall well-being. The refrigerator will always have its place in food safety, but now you know the truth. Some of our healthiest foods are meant to live outside those cold walls, where they can maintain their natural goodness and serve your body the way nature intended. Start with just one food today. Move those tomatoes to your counter, relocate those potatoes to your pantry, or rescue that honey from the cold. Your taste buds and your health will thank you for it, but don't stop there. Use this newfound knowledge to inspire a complete kitchen transformation. As you continue adjusting how and where you store your food, you might notice improvements not only in taste, but also in digestion and energy levels. Over time, you'll reduce the chance of mold buildup, excessive food waste, and nutrient depletion that often goes unnoticed in refrigerated storage. Start observing how each food reacts when kept in its ideal environment. For example, onions stored in the fridge tend to become soft and develop mold, while bread kept cold can go stale faster. Even garlic loses its potency and texture when chilled. Recognizing these small but significant signs can help you fine-tune your kitchen habits to better serve your body's changing needs. If you're a caregiver, share this checklist with your loved ones. If you're living alone, make it part of your weekly routine to review where things are kept. Maybe even label drawers or baskets in your pantry and fridge for a more intuitive setup. These little practices help keep you in control of your kitchen and your health. And lastly, celebrate the progress you're making. Every good food placement is a small win for your wellness. Every nutrient you preserve supports your strength, memory, immunity, and longevity. You've earned the right to enjoy flavorful, health-enhancing meals every day. Don't let improper storage steal that away. So here's your challenge. Take 10 minutes today to act on this. Your body will feel the difference, and your future self will thank you. Even the smallest steps create lasting impact. Over time, you'll find yourself more energized, less wasteful, and more connected to the foods that truly nourish and heal your body. So what are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more such content.